Real fast. And I need you to understand that sometimes we're separated because of the color of our skin or where we grew up from. But I want you to understand something, that we need to embrace the word love, because love can bring all generations of people together, all colors and creeds together in peace and harmony. I want you to feel the love generation.
Compliments, all right, let's not get it. Compliments for a main course, only one compliment for a side.
These are free, baby! There's a cost for everything. You need to give them 2 compliments.
And what would you like for your compliments? Just the warm and fuzzy? You have to choose.
Mariano, what kind of... Let's do the same one of his
Once again, back is the incredible. I'm animal, the unkillable. Public enemy number 1, 506, and I got numb. Then I thought I really never had a gun. But it's the wax with the Terminator X1. Now they got me in a cell with my records. They sell cause a fella like me said, well, sorry cause I'm popping it up that you wanna listen to. What you can say to you? What you wanna do is follow for now. All of the people say, make a miracle. I'm the miracle. Black is back, all in. We're gonna check it out. Yeah, yo, come on. Here we go.
A shadow of my hand is a 2-dimensional construct of my 3-dimensional hand. And whatever I do with my hand, the shadow does. So the shadow can't exist without me. All right? But the shadow is not me. It's just a 2-dimensional image of me. So we are 3-dimensional images or shadows of higher dimensional beings who are us, and we are them, but we aren't them, and they are not us.
It's up to us as participatory, conscious beings to bring about a positive transformation. I think we're at a time where, although there's a lot of crisis, there's also tremendous opportunity to shift the dynamic of the planetary culture and the present state of the world. So I tend to see it not as an apocalyptic end of days event at all, but as a kind of window of opportunity for us to catalyze a transformation.
while we're on the Aborigines. And these people knew how to their children know how to feed themselves at 3 years old. In other words, the kid can go out into the wilderness and live on his own for the rest of his life, without his parents, without anything. At 12 years old, the boy is taken from his mom. And if his mom ever goes into eye contact with her son again, she is exiled from the tribe, because the son was hers for 12 years, but after that, he's the tribe's. And so the men take the boy out and they initiate him. And they literally scare the living daylights out of this kid. So when he comes back, he's so damn glad to be alive that he never tests death again, because all uninitiated males spend their entire lives testing death. And this is the biggest problem that our culture faces right now, in that we have a whole plethora of uninitiated males who are destroying everything around us, trying to prove how tough they are. And so we're in wars, and they drink too much and do all the things that guys do. And it's an extended adolescence, which is ending. And it's ending right now. And thank God. As soon as we get that extended adolescence out of the White House, we'll be in a lot better shape.
We had agriculture thousands of years, industry hundreds of years, information or knowledge age in tens of years. We might get wisdom in like 2 or 3 years. So I think that's a really beautiful way to think about it. I also think one aspect of this shift potentially could be accessing psychic energy and psychic potential. So if you look at like the 18th century, before that people had seen lightning, but humans really didn't have the mechanism or even necessarily the idea that you could take that energy and make it into electricity and create something that could transform the whole planetary environment. So when we figured out how to do that in just a century and a half or 2 centuries, we became this geological event on the planet and transformed the whole surface of the planet. That was so fast, a century and a half, 2 centuries. So maybe we're on the cusp of accessing a different type of energy that would require a different, level of consciousness to deal with. And maybe that energy is psychic energy. And I think there's a lot of good evidence for psychic phenomena and good data on that. So in that sense, maybe we would go into a more intentional relation to the reality of the psyche and make use of kind of collectivized psychic energy for planetary transformation.
Fully aware, being able to reach out also into the luminous realms, and then to pull all that energy, all that knowledge of the highest dimensions that you perceive into the physical. That is the task that we face. When we can do that, the plants, the animals, the earth itself will respond to us. When we open our hearts to love, the world responds. In Time Wave 2013, we interviewed the Quero shamans of Peru. And Don Humberto had a very powerful message for America. He said that America has great brilliance, great ed. But now that brilliance has to come down to the heart. And that America has just great power. And that it is time for us to take leadership in the world, to be emissaries of peace, to find the way to bring the world to peace. Because without that happening, it will be chaos.
Believers, don't listen to what I'm saying.